Hi again and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Jordan Schreier. We're just getting started with our nonstop news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day.
New this morning, 2 people are in jail after a drug bust in northern Minnesota. The Leech Lake Tribal Police Department, along with other drug task force agencies, executed a search warrant for illegal drugs at 68th Avenue in that area in Cass Lake, Minnesota.
During the search warrant, officers found heroin, drug paraphernalia, and a handgun inside the home. 34-year-old Shantis Turnage and 31-year-old Eric Fairbanks were both arrested. New this morning, Becker County Sheriff's Office is warning the public after a report of a man impersonating a police officer. A woman reported that she was driving down Highway 7 last night near Lake Park when a vehicle in front of her activated white and blue lights, making her believe she was being stopped by law enforcement. The sheriff's office says a man approached her vehicle and told her she had a broken light. The man then asked her for her identification and asked her to step out of the vehicle.
Because the man did not appear to be an officer, the woman asked to see his credentials, which is when the man went back to his vehicle and then drove off. Now, the man was described as being between 25 to 30 years old with a goatee. Now, at the time of the incident, he was wearing a black winter hat and a dark jacket with what appeared to be a radio microphone on the lapel of the jacket. He was driving what police describe as a newer white Jeep. Anyone with information is urged to call the Becker County Sheriff's Office. More than a dozen middle school students are luckily safe this morning after their school bus went up in flames in Maplewood. Now, the basketball team was en route to their first game of the season yesterday afternoon when officials say the driver smelled and saw some smoke coming through the bus vents, which is when he immediately pulled over and told everyone to get out.
The Minnesota State Patrol says there were no injuries. The bus was carrying 20 people in all, including 18 kids and a coach from Richfield. Officials say the cause of the fire is still under investigation. According to a release, the bus was only 4 years old, and all of the buses undergo annual inspections by the Minnesota State Patrol, which were just completed in December.
Now 6:52 on this Tuesday morning. Let's get a check of our weather, and it could be some dangerous driving out there this morning, Lisa.
That's right. You might be looking at your window thinking it looks fine, but a lot of places dealing with a glaze on those roads and sidewalks this morning after some freezing drizzle last night. We have some fresh snow out there too. And taking a look at our road conditions in North Dakota on our DOT map here, anywhere in yellow, which is in northeastern parts of the state especially, we're talking about ice on those roadways leading to slick spots. Devil's Lake back over to Grand Forks right here on the map, parts of I-29 and other areas dealing with variable conditions here. Some snow, a little bit of wet roadways as well impacting us in eastern North Dakota, and the same goes for northwest Minnesota too. We're taking a look at our Skycam here in South Fargo along 32nd Avenue. The Luther Family Ford Skycam shaking just a little bit. We've got some stronger winds this morning, and if you just take a look at some of these parking lot lights here, they're illuminating some of that snow going by, and it is still snowing here in the Red River Valley. So we're not quite done with this precipitation just yet, especially around Grand Forks. We're going to zoom in. We've got some snow moving into the Grand Forks Metro right now, crossing over I-29, and that will continue to press eastward in Grand Forks County, stretching up toward Grafton, and then down into Trail County and even into Cass County, in northern half of Cass County right now, seeing that snow. So that's moving east. There's been another pocket of snow too that's pretty light at this point. Here's a look at some of our snowfall reports. Some of us got about 3 inches of snow. Akeley, Park Rapids, down to Monaga, near the Detroit Lakes area, a little over 2 inches of snow. That's getting picked up and blown around, so we're looking at some drifting snow there too, with those gusts starting to pick up in Minnesota into the teens, but it's stronger out west, a gust of 30 currently in Jamestown. That northwesterly wind really cooling things down. Lower visibility indicates still some snow, still some moisture out there, perhaps a little freezing drizzle continuing here to start off our day. In the east, our temperatures there are milder, into the teens to some low 20s. Out west, we're looking at 4 below. Quick look at our hour-by-hour plan. We're going to watch this move on. We're going to see things really cool down. We'll be into the single digits this afternoon, get some sunshine in between this morning's event and the next one, which is moving in overnight tonight and into the morning hours tomorrow. So tomorrow morning's commute could be even tougher with the potential for more snowfall in the southern end of the valley. Some of us in the south could see several inches of snow with this particular event. We cool way down down on Thursday, another 20 below morning. And then for Friday, a more significant storm system for the upper Midwest. That's the one to track coming up as we head into the weekend. And now for a look at traffic, here's Devin Fry with the Valley Today's Traffic on the Move.
Thank you, Lisa. We're continuing to explore the roadways here in the FM area, giving you a live first-person view of your morning commute. We're on I-94 right now to finish off this hour. We are heading eastbound toward Minnesota. Now, you can see a really good example right now of what Lisa was saying with the glaze we have over the roadways. You can see the lights coming off of the roadways. The glare there shows just how slick the roads are this morning, and it's something you're going to be running into wherever you go. You can also see the snow starting to come down a little bit more. It's definitely affecting the windshield a little bit more than it was this morning. But yeah, overall conditions this morning, not ideal for driving, but as long as you give yourself a few extra minutes, make sure you drive slowly, give yourself plenty of room around the vehicles around you, you should arrive to your destination safely. Now, as far as traffic flow goes here on I-94, it's picking up a little bit in the westbound lanes. It was a fairly solid line of traffic all the way from the 25th Street turnoff to the I-29 turnoff. So overall, that's going to be some things to watch out for today. Now, what day is today? It is Taco Tuesday, so I'll lay the day at Taco John's. For your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
A 27-year-old man is waking up in jail this morning after a standoff in Sauk Center, Minnesota. Officials say the suspect fired a gun at an armored vehicle carrying SWAT officers. Officers responded to a home Sunday morning after a woman called and said her husband had assaulted her.
The authorities say the suspect was making threatening statements and had a 9-year-old child in the home. The child was released and the man eventually surrendered. No officers were injured during the incident. More than $4 million in grants has been awarded to 38 recipients across Minnesota, all to help projects that preserve the state's history and heritage. The Minnesota Historical Society says those who applied were recommended by a committee made up of citizens from around the state. Among the recipients, the city of Brainerd, which was awarded more than $23,000 to restore the city's historic water tower that was constructed between 1918 and 1921. It's getting to be that point in winter where many of us are getting a little antsy and just want to do more activities outside of the house. Yeah, that cabin fever sets in, and that's why the FM communities are coming together to put on the biggest Frostival yet. The Valley Today's Abby Furchner joins us live with more. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Jordan and Lisa. There really is going to be absolutely everything you can think of at this year's Frostival. It starts tomorrow and it goes all the way to February 22nd. So there are plenty of weekends, plenty of times that you can go out and enjoy all the fun activities that you see right now pretty much on your screen. They have an undie run, they have s'mores, they have a cocoa crawl, they have a cocoa and coffee crawl, a coffee bar, ice skating. They're even going to teach you how to snowshoe. I've never been snowshoeing. I know. Am I even Midwestern? I don't know. Maybe I should have not admitted that, but you can go learn how to if you've never done it before. There are just so many fun things that you can see. And what I really love about this event is that it brings all the communities together, from Fargo to West Fargo to Moorhead. All the communities get to be involved in this one. So it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to want to come out. Some of the events are free. Most of them actually are. So that makes it even better. It's super family friendly too. So get the kids out of the house. I bet they're just itching to go outside and have some fun. And so we'll have all that information up, all the full list of events up on valleynewslive.com.
Yeah, and they're doing a bunch of cool stuff with sculpting of snow, and there's even some ice sculptures behind Abby there. So yeah, fun event. I love it. I love the beanie that she's wearing. And earlier she was talking about, Abby, did you sign up for the undie run?
I just think that is so funny because I could never go out in the cold and run in my underwear. I just don't think I would be able to do it. But maybe I think we should still do the team sledding race. That's just my opinion.
I think no one wants to see me run in my underwear. I think that's probably the problem we have there. But Abby Furchner reporting live. Thank you very much this morning. Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question: 1 in 5 couples say they don't regularly do this. The answer: sleep in the same bed. And let's get one more check of our forecast on this, kind of a rough morning for some.
Yeah, hazardous out there with some slick roads. We still have some snow coming down. We're taking a look out on our sky cam right now. You can see that snow in the parking lot lights. At times it shakes a little bit because of the wind. There's snow moving into Grand Forks right now. We could see another round of it in Fargo this morning before this round officially moves on for later today. Be ready for a cold one and more snow tonight.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. You can join us right now for more on the Fargo CW.